All right, dealing with Me Too accusations in the workplace. I have been through this myself. I came out of it unscathed, with my reputation intact. With me, it was between a female coworker and I. She came in. She was kind of an odd bird. I tried to be nice to her. It seemed as though she had maybe a crush. She was just weird, socially awkward. But I was working at a major grocery store retailer, very popular, kind of a sought after job, especially now since the downturn with the economy. People do seek out that job. It's a good job with good benefits, etc. And it's opportunity to move up, raises, yada yada. It's a good joint to work for, and they treat you well. So this job, there was a very diverse staff. I would say at least half the staff was gay and trans, probably more than half. And every race, creed, color, weight, yada yada. Very woke, progressive. So it was eggshells. Sometimes you had to be careful who you were around. There was like funny sexual humor, all kinds of funny stuff like that. But you had to be real careful because everyone there was a hard lefty. I mean, hard lefty. And this was the age of George Floyd, the height of the Me Too movement. It was a touchy time, especially for dudes. You got to be careful. So I had an exchange with this girl that led to an accusation. The store was closed. We were doing our cleaning duties. I had gone to the bathroom. And I'm coming out of the bathroom, and apparently she was the one cleaning the bathrooms that night. We each had like a closing nighttime, close this down, close the register down. So I come out, she's standing right there, right in front of me. Whoa, right in front of the door as I'm walking out of this bathroom. And she's just staring at me. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, did you want me to leave this light on? Are you cleaning in here? And she's just kind of squinting, looking at me. And I'm like, hey, do you need something? She's like, are you pursuing me? I'm not interested. I have a boyfriend. And my response was not a good response because I started laughing. I'm like, no, you're joking, right? And I'm saying that seriously. I'm like, you're joking, right? That's funny. And that's the kind of atmosphere it was. We joked about everything there. And she got very red. She turned around and marched away. And as she's walking away, I'm like, you're joking, right? We're kidding here, right? She looks over her shoulder and she's giving me that scowl, kind of sharp glare. So a couple days later, I get pulled into the office, the upstairs, which is dun dun dun. You're going upstairs, you're going to get a talking to. No, it's not good. 6 managers, all the store managers, floor manager, etc. And they sit me down, and they're all just sitting there interrogating me, asking me, well, what happened the other night? And I keep telling them, I don't know. And they wouldn't say what happened. They kept saying, well, you tell us. And I said, listen, we're going to be up here all night until you guys tell me what I'm being accused of. Oh, you're not being accused. I'm like, well, then what is it? What are we doing here? Everything is this legal jargon to avoid lawsuits for the company. That's just how it goes. So they start asking me, they bring up the girl's name, and I said, yeah, there was some weirdness that night. And then they try to coerce me into saying that, well, maybe you crossed the line and you didn't know it. And I said, no, I'm socially savvy. I have a good reputation here. I have a really good reputation with women, with customers, etc. I met women often there, and I had a great time, and they always sought me out when they come in. They call them my fans. I had girls come in. I'm socially savvy, especially in situations like that. I know how to make people feel comfortable and put them at ease. And I try to elevate people's mood. I want to be bright and upbeat around people, especially in that environment. So they keep asking me, going back and forth, and then they asked me to write up an affidavit. And I still would not cop to anything because I did nothing wrong. So I write up an affidavit, seething, just talking about this girl, how she's socially inept, she's shy, she's weird, because she did not have good social skills. And I turn it in and they say, okay, well, we're going to This is going to be reviewed and filed. And I'm like, reviewed and filed? Oh, I'm like, okay, I'm going to lawyer up. I'm a lawyer. And the manager's like, wait, what? No. I'm just going to review. And I'm like, no, I'm lawyering up. I'm getting a lawyer. I'm not going to be a statistic. An accusation that is not true, I'm not going to be destroyed from that. I don't care. Like, I will burn my own life to the ground, letting you know, screaming from the top of my lungs that I did not do whatever she said I did, because I didn't. There's no argument or debate about reality. Truth is absolute. The end. And this is the stuff they try to twist with progressiveness, like gender and everything's a construct and it has different meanings. No, there's right and wrong. The event happened or it didn't, period. So I turned it in and I said, okay, am I suspended? Like, what's going on? I want to know. No, they said, we're just going to review things and let it go. So time goes on and they just kind of just change the schedule up. She's working a different schedule. I'm working a different schedule. People knew about it, and I told people about it because I knew there's going to be this rumor going around. But I was such kind of like a brash kind of loudmouth there, like I joked around a lot, that people really didn't believe it. They're like, oh yeah, you're just being you, being funny. Cool. A month later, she's all of a sudden gone. And I asked somebody, and it's like, oh no, she doesn't. She just was let go. She's not working here anymore, or she's not. They don't want to say let go. She's not working here anymore. Really? Why not? Just personal reasons. So I find out from someone that's a friend of hers. She had accused another guy of something, which they keep that under wraps. Turns out that guy was gay, and she didn't know it. So finally, they found the person that was the culprit. They found the source of the problem, the thorn in the side. They found her. A day or two later, the head store manager pulls me upstairs. I'm like, great, this sucks. He tells me, yeah, I knew that wasn't true. I'm like, are you kidding me? He never said a word. Like, that could have resolved stuff really fast. And he said, I can't. My hands are tied, man. That's the world now. I can't. I have to let it play out. I can't do that. I got to, you take accusations seriously, etc. He's like, but I knew it wasn't true. I'm like, well, thanks a lot. But he said, but don't worry, this will not come up again. If people talk about this, they will be reprimanded or out. This is a new beginning, or it's just as if years ago when you started here. Everything's good. So, long story long, if you did nothing wrong, do not cop to anything and do not let them twist reality or the truth. The tellings of any kind of interaction, they're absolute. It's not, well, they felt this way, so this is the way it was. No. If you didn't do anything wrong, you don't say you did anything wrong. The end. And the reason these guys get crushed in this Me Too stuff is because they're in fear. Immediately they go on the defensive and they try to prove themselves. No, you just, it's a joke. It's laughable. Like, no. I said to them, like, sounds like wishful thinking when they brought that up to me about her. And they go, you can't say that. I just said it. Because it's true. You look at me, look at her. She's not the type of girl I would go after. And they saw the type of women I'd go after or I'd see every day at work that came in that liked me or liked to talk to me. It wasn't her. She just had some weird little crush or kind of a chip on her shoulder. And there you go. She did it to another guy. So it was probably her way of just getting ahead and trying to climb the ladder, playing victim, because victimhood is a currency now. So thankfully, in short, this stuff is changing. This believe all nonsense, it's changing. People are tired of it. It's ending, thank God. So maybe we can get back to some normalcy, which ain't gonna happen. So you just gotta enjoy the decline. Keep it moving.